Hey VC, new update. I thought I could do that earlier, but well, well, let's see. I have a pretty big stack of records I'd like to show. I made some contest entries in the last couple of weeks, which were a lot of fun. Congrats to the winners for the contest of Tales from the Crate, Andrew and Diana, digging in the crate. What's in the background is this here. It's Niels Fram Spaces, my to date favorite record by Niels Fram, but I really adore his new album All Melody, which just came out last week. I'm still waiting for my vinyl version, but I can't wait. It's such a good album. I think it's a killer album of the year contender. Very early, but awesome. And this year is, I think, as good as the new one, at least. Spaces, live recordings, and now the second track is coming in. Says, very famous, maybe his most famous track. Niels Fram, pretty young producer and modern classical composer from Berlin. I think he's only 35. Spun this recently. It's Ada. Her real name is Michaela Dippel. She originally is from my state, central Germany. She moved to Cologne, then I think now she's in Hamburg. This is her second full length on the Pampa label, owned by DJ Kotze, also from Hamburg. Beautiful analog produced electronic kind of techno music, but with a lot of pop elements. And there's a neat 7-inch coming with it, with a Kotze remix. And can you see the label here? Not really. Beautiful LP. I also have her first one, which is also very good, and this is called Meine zarten Pfoten. Found this on Friday. I'm a huge Red Garland fan. I have a few other Red Garland records, and I stumbled across this OJC reissue. I think it's from the early 80s, but it sounds very good. The sleeve is mint, as you can see. Still has the shrink on, and they really did a nice job recreating this Prestige label here, as you can see. And it plays wonderful, great sounding, and can't say nothing for $10. Maybe the most overseen record concerning singer-songwriter folk stuff from last year. It's Seamus Fogarty, The Curious Hand. It's out on Domino Records. I think so few people have this that you can't even find a lot of photos on Instagram, which is pretty unusual. I don't know. It comes on this lime green transparent vinyl, which sounds not too super good, but the album is really cool, and the lyrics are fantastic. He's a cool guy. Never heard of him before. It was a recommendation from a radio show I really listen to regularly. Good. It has this nice embossed cover art. It's the deluxe edition, but I think it's widely available. Alright, I pulled out this after a long time. I think everybody knows this. It's John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. I think the only collaboration by John Coltrane with a singer. And this is the Speaker's Corner reissue from, I think, 2004. I looked it up last week for Instagram. I don't know, I can't remember. It has this super beautiful glossy gatefold, super high quality pressing and sleeve. I think these are going for a penny now. I grabbed a few a couple years ago, and this is one of my favorites. And I'm more the, as you can see with the Red Garland trio, I'm more the soul jazz guy, mostly. And this was out for Record Store Day, I think last year, 2 years ago. This is 22 years old, super discount, and the supervisor was Etienne de Crécy. It's one of the most famous French house compilations from the mid-90s. Air is on here, Alex Goffair, Mr. Learn, and Etienne de Crécy himself. It's just a super good house record. Essential classic, and this was out for Record Store Day, as I said, and it's on this beautiful yellow vinyl, double LP, and you hear the Nils Frahm track getting more layers and layers. This is such a beautiful track. My 8-year-old son adores him. He watched a couple of his videos on live videos on YouTube, and this guy's just phenomenal. Me and a friend, we wanted to go to see Nils Frahm live. He just started his world tour, and there were only a few spots in Germany that were not sold out immediately. And the closest city we could have seen him. They had tickets, and while we were kind of purchasing the tickets online, it got sold out, and so that's a bummer. Too sad, too sad. This is a record from Germany also. A very strange name. Love Brains, Rose of Agra, Stringlane and Discotäschchen, Mount Blakelock und die Orden der Nacht, supported by 8586cc Unspoken Space at Kreuzgiesing. That's the title of the record. It's a Brass jazz experimental record featuring artists from the No Twist and other Bavarian bands and projects, featuring Maria Hafner, Eva Kegelmeier, Andreas Höricht, Matthias Götz, Micha Acher, and Andy Haberl. A very, very intense and beautiful brass record out on Good Feeling Records from Munich, Germany. I totally forgot how good this record is. It's just phenomenal. It's my favorite of the, whatever you want to call it, post-punk, post-new wave, whatever, bands I never got into, and I mean this seriously. I never got into the Talking Heads or Television or stuff like that. I always thought this is the right thing here, although the sound is totally different. This is the white reissue. It's a German one from '86, I think. The Feelies with their first album, Crazy Rhythms. They even did a super good record last year, 27 years later. One of my favorite bands of the last 2 decades is the Radio Department from Sweden. Fantastic shoegaze, pop, indie combo, ever-changing members. They just founded an own record label and released the first digital single. I'm very excited. The vinyl, especially the first album and kind of a rarities compilation, are getting very expensive. And this is an EP from last year, which is pretty good. Has some remixes and a 12-inch version of the single track, Teach Me to Forget. And this is worth, I'm not too much into buying EPs and singles and stuff, but this is very, very good. Rated Deportment, check them out. This reminds me of Stereolab. It's an art ensemble, not only music, but I think also art, kind of. This is a 10-inch, one of my few 10 inches I have, the project is called Vanishing Twin. They did a really good LP, and I just listened to this one here again. As I said, 10-inch record on, oh, it's on colored vinyl, yeah, right. It's on red. And as I said, it's a pretty cool mix between 70s sound, library music, and Stereolab maybe. Check it out, it's very good. Second album of the year contender, of course, for me and for so many other people in the VC. Kruon Bing out of Texas. I mean, they could be from outer space, but they're from Texas. This is their absolutely fantastic new album, Con Todo El Mundo. This is the first pressing by Nighttime Stories, 1,000 pieces on pink vinyl. And this is just, I mean, you heard it, you saw it, it's fantastic. Side 2 is even better than side 1, but all in all, it's unbelievable that their sophomore album is, I mean, as good, at least as good as their debut. And the debut is super good too. Pulled this out again as well. Universe Smiles Upon You. Highly recommend Kruon Bing. Just got this in the mail last week. It's Pendant. Basically, this is Huerco S with an ambient record, 2-record set, super quiet, super well pressed, on his own new label, West Mineral. And I think it is yet sold out. They had a small run of clear vinyl, and I got the black one, and I wanted to purchase a copy for a friend, but they still had nothing left, I guess. Too bad. Pulled this one out, DJ Kotz's last regular album, Amygdala, from 2013 or something. Can't remember. Look at this. It's so good. Also coming with a 7-inch. I think that's the thing with Pampa Records. A lot of nice guests on here: Caribou, Apparat, Matthew Deere, Dirk von Lotso, German singer from the band Tokotronic, Ada, which I showed before, Melosh from Rye, and I pulled this because I read the news and heard the first single. In May, his new album is coming out, so pretty excited for that one. I was excited for the new Calexico record. Got the deluxe edition with a bonus EP featuring, I think, only instrumental tracks, and I'm pretty happy that I snagged the deluxe edition because the EP is really super good. This is a no-brainer for me. New Calexico album is coming, and I will purchase it whether I like the I don't know, teaser singles or not, but I really like this one. A very unique sound this time, with a lot of experimentation with electronic beats and beat machines or something like that. I really can't tell exactly, but I really like this. Calexico, the thread that keeps us. This is a VC favorite. I was able to buy the vinyl in December, and I played it maybe a dozen times since then. It just sounds so good on vinyl. It's Youssef Kamal, Black Focus on Brownswood recordings by Joss Peterson. I mean, what can I say? It's just super, super funky. As I said, I'm more the soul jazz kind of guy, but this really made my day, and this is really good. Black Focus. Okay, I got more and more into ambient last couple of years, and especially last year. One of the best ambient records last year was Rafael Anton Irizarry, The Shameless Years. It's out on Humor Rex. It's Mexican label. One of my contest entry videos, I showed the cassette. I think my one of my favorite records last year. It's Maymind with Illumina on Humor X 2. It was only a cassette release, and this Rafael Anton Irizarry is on beautiful red transparent vinyl, and it's just so good. It's powerful. It moves. It's deep. It rolls. It's just amazing what this guy does in this record. So if you don't know it, check it out. The vinyl is long sold out. It was only an edition of 700, but it's on Spotify. So do yourself a favor and listen to Anton. This was a recommendation, the next one, by a very close friend, Thomas, from the Netherlands. And I purchased it right away. The guy's called Frank Maston, and this is Tulips. It's on this self-made silk screened. They got this obi strip and beautiful artwork and sleeve. The record is a bit warped, but it plays perfectly. It's kind of Sunday chill, easy listening music, hard to explain. Just check it out yourself. I think it's on Spotify or in Bandcamp. Can't remember exactly. But this is really worth a listen. It's Frank Maston. One of the most exciting reissues from last year, I think, is the Moondog reissue. And look what a beautiful job they did with the label and stuff. And the sleeve is really, really nice. And I never had this, of course, because the originals go for quite a bit. And sorry, I have to stop the record player. And it sounds so good. I mean, they did a wonderful job for, I think, under $20. It's unbelievable to finally own this record here. I didn't know that he died in Germany and was buried in Germany. And the last one for today, one of the best records in the last 5 years. Also a recommendation from Instagram. His name is My Audio Quintet. The guy from Instagram, he showed this, and I instantly ordered. It's Alessandro Cortini, and the record is called Avanti. And the funny thing is, there was still the limited gold edition from Bleep.com available. It's a double LP set, pressed very nicely, and I played this a couple of times on Spotify, and then the record came in, and I played this on 33, and then I realized you have to play it on 45, but the thing is, it worked on both speeds very well. So if you would like to do yourself a favor, just play this on 45 and then on 33. It's mind-blowing. It blew me away, really. Essential buy when it comes to ambient drone music. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Ask a question, leave a comment as you would like, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.